Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever in the world you are. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hello, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to show you the list I cooked up to play if you are missing Lost Box in Standard. I cooked you all a deck list up. For Expanded specifically, that plays, okay, I wouldn't say it plays similar to Lost Box, but it's how I would play Lost Box, a Lost Box-like archetype in Expanded. So, the main reason why we want to play Lost Box is, hold on, I don't think I have the cards sorted. Give me a second. No, I do, I just don't have them sorted correctly. Okay, yeah. The main payoff, I would say the only payoff card for Lost Zone shenanigans that we run in this deck is Mirage Gate. Mirage Gate is an insane card, actually. Mirage Gate is an item card that says that you can search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like on an item. So this is like Crispin, but you get to attach the second one as well, but on an item. But the one downside is that you can only use this card if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone. Now this is the only Lost Zone payoff card that we are actually gonna use. So we have some broken attackers lined up that we can charge up with Mirage Gate, and it's going to be the whole deck. So there's going to be part of the deck where I say how to get the cards in the Lost Zone, and then the part that says, okay, but which Pokemon are you going to power up, etc., etc. But before we get into it too much, first and foremost, yes, for Mirage Gate, that should be a no-brainer. Make sure to hydrate a lot properly, because where I am at right now, it is, honestly, it practically feels like a convection oven in this room. Yeah, no, it feels like a convection oven in this room, like I said. I don't know how warm it is for you guys. I'm assuming everyone in Western Europe is having similar struggles at the moment. Please hydrate properly. We don't want you to die of dehydration, okay? So, first and foremost, how do we get cards in the Lost Zone? Well, we got several modes to do that. We got several different ways of putting cards in the Lost Zone. As you can see, these are my beat up trading sleeves. They're going to be used for, I think, every video until like some of them actually break. So, the first card that I want to talk about is Trumbeak from, I forgot what expansion this is. I think it's Forbidden Light. Anyway, this Trumbeak is a stage 1 evolving from Pick a Pack, but that doesn't matter. In this case, it's an 80 HP colorless Pokemon which has the ability Mountain Pass. Once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is in your hands, you may reveal it. And if you do, look at the top card of your opponent's deck and put this Pokemon in the Lost Zone, so this Trumbeak. And if that card is a supporter card, you also put it in the Lost Zone, but like in the opponent's Lost Zone, because it looks at your opponent's deck. And if your opponent has no cards in their deck, you can't use this ability. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you hit a supporter on your opponent's deck, yes or no, because regardless, if you use Mountain Pass and you hit a supporter or not, this goes to the Lost Zone anyway. And we run 4 of these, so that means 4 cards in the Lost Zone out of the 7 that we need already. That's pretty good, isn't it? You might say, oh, Noah, it's really hard to find several Stage 1 Pokemon in a deck. No, it's not. Fan Rotom exists. Fan Rotom has the ability Fan Call, which says once during your first turn you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon, colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less, and add them to your hands. You can't do more than 1 Fan Call per turn, but you don't need to. So if you use Fan Call, you can immediately get 3 Trumbeak in your hand turn 1. We run 2 of them just for consistency, because I don't use Heavy Ball in this deck. I don't think Hisuian Heavy Ball would improve the consistency of this deck, so I figured not to run it and just run 2 Fan Rotom. The odds that we actually prize Fan Rotom, both Fan Rotom, are so astronomically low that I'm willing to take the risk. That specifically. Let me just move these up, like we're gonna need the extra space. Okay, the other way we're gonna get cards in the Lost Zone is by using specific Prism Star cards. These Prism Star cards have a Prism Star rule that you can only run 1 Prism Star card with this exact name in your deck, And if a Prism Star card would go to the discard pile, you put it in the Lost Zone instead. So, as you can see, Lusamine's effect, it affects Ultra Beasts and whatnot. I don't run Ultra Beasts in this deck. I specifically picked 4 non-Pokemon Prism Star cards, because they're also Prism Star Pokemon. And they're usually basic Pokemon, but I don't want to start them in the active. So I picked 4 Prism Star cards that are not Pokemon, or 5, sorry. And the main way that we're actually going to be using these for our Lost Zone requirements is using Battle Compressor. Battle Compressor searches our deck for 3 cards and discards them. So if we target 3 of these Prism Star cards, they immediately go to the Lost Zones, giving us a plus 3, which is really, really nutty. I'll go through the cards one by one if they're useful, but like I said, Lusamine is not useful, Black Mark is not useful because we don't have Dark Pokemon, Each Factory is not useful because we don't have Fire Pokemon. Life Forest can be useful because we have some Grass Pokemon in the deck. And it says once during each player's turn, that player may heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Grass Pokemon. These are stadiums, by the way. The Lusamine is supporter, the other 4 are stadiums. And the stadiums have the extra added rule. All the Prism Star stadiums do that whenever any player plays an item or supporter card from their hand, the stadium is unaffected by it. So in order to bump the stadium, they would need to play another stadium or use an attack from a Pokemon. But like I said, Heat Factory, Prism Star, Black Mark Prism Star, and Lusamine Prism Star don't do anything. Life Force Prism Star technically does something, but it's not going to come up at all, I think. And then Thunder Mountain Prism Star is like the actual usable one here. It says that the attacks of Lightning Pokemon, both yours and your opponents, their attacks cost 1 Lightning Energy less to use. And we do run some Lightning attackers, actually. I say some, because let's talk about the Pokemon that we're going to want to power up, shall we? Or actually, it's probably better... Yeah, no. First things first, let's finish all the ways we can put stuff in the Lost Zone, because these are the 2 main ways we put stuff in the Lost Zone. But there's some singleton cards that can also put cards in the Lost Zone if both engines aren't really working. These are fairly low commitment engines, as you are probably aware of. First and foremost, we run 1 copy of Colress Experiment, which allows us to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put 3 of them in our hand and the other 2 in the Lost Zone. So Colress is going to be immensely useful if we're only too short. It's a pretty good draw supporter as well, so I'm not complaining. We also run Lost Vacuum, which we can only use as an item card that we can only use if there's another card from us. If we put another card from our hands into the Lost Zone, so that's another +1. And this chooses a tool in play or stadium in play and puts it in the Lost Zone. It's kind of similar to Faba, but for example, just to compare, but Faba can also target special energy, and Faba doesn't need another card in your hand to be Lost Zoned in order to be used. So that's why Faba is technically still better as removal. The Lost Vacuum is a cool card as well. And then we also have Tapu Koko Prism Star. Yes, I do run 1 Prism Star Pokemon, but Tapu Koko Prism Star is just so good. Its Dance of the Ancient's ability allows us to choose 2 of our bench Pokemon and attach a Lightning Energy from our discard pile to both of them. And if this ability is used, it goes to the Lost Zone as well. So yeah, Tapu Koko is the GOAT for accelerating stuff for us. And also pushing towards Lost Zone. For example, if we get like only 2 Trumbeaks and 2 of these, we can still rip like a Colress and then a Tapu Koko, and then we're still at 7. 7 is the magic number, as we said. Let's talk about the attackers that we're using. The attackers, the main attackers, I will say, that we're using. You've seen some Lightning support already, so we're going to talk about some Lightning Pokemon. The first one is Pikachu EX, a basic EX Pokemon, so 2 prize cards. 200 HP, Lightning Energy, as a Topaz Bolt attack. For 1 Grass, 1 Lightning, and 1 Metal Energy, it does 300 damage and discards 3 energy from this Pokemon. This one-shots practically anything in format. Almost everything. But it also has the ability to Resolute Heart, which does the following. That if the Pikachu EX is full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10 instead. So Pikachu EX is really good at surviving straight damage, but of course, things like abilities and poison, it can't survive, unfortunately. But that kind of justifies the low HP point. So we run 2 Pikachu EX. And since it has the same energy cost, we also run 1 Amazing Raikou. Basic Pokemon, 110 HP, has the attack Amazing Shot for 1 Grass, 1 Lightning, 1 Metal. It does 120 damage, but also 120 damage to one of our bonus bench Pokemon. Pretty good. They usually get you 2 prize cards if you Gus properly. Let me take another sip of water, by the way, before we continue. So these attackers can all be charged up by 1 Mirage Gate plus 1 attachment for turn, which is really, really nice. Or even 1 Mirage Gate plus having Thunder Mount and Prism Star in play, if we choose to accelerate the Grass or the Metal. So the energy count that we run in this deck is the following. We run 3 Grass Energy, we run 3 Lightning Energy, and we run 2 Metal Energy. That's the entire lineup of basic energy. Yeah, it's been a while since I actually run basic energy in a list, I know. Let's talk about the rest of the deck. Because of course this is usually not a thing we can do turn 1. Technically we could do it turn 1. It would be really difficult to do it turn 1 though, because you need so many moving pieces. So we have Budew for us that can stall until we get to the point. Budew has a free attack Itchy Pollen that disables our opponent from playing items. Really good card. I'll put it right here. Then we have the usual suspects for drawing lots of cards. We have the Dedenne-GX and Squawkabilly EX, which both discard our hand and draw 6 cards. The slight difference though is that the Dedenne does it when we play it from our hands, and Squawkabilly can do it from the can do it while it's benched. But it can only happen on the first turn of the game. On our first turn of the game, sorry. So, yeah. Here, we have the usual suspects in item search as well, because these are all basic Pokemon besides the Trumbeak. We run 4 Quick Ball. In case you don't know what a Quick Ball does, it discards a card from your hand to put a basic Pokemon in your hand. Excellent search for basic Pokemon, but usually not enough for this deck specifically. So we also run 3 copies of Nest Ball, which just puts a basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. Once again, pretty good cards. I would say Quick Ball is better, but I can't run 7 Quick Ball, unfortunately. The nice thing about Quick Ball as well is that if we have a Prism Star card in our hand, we can also discard it with that. It's not a dead card in our hand if we have it, which is really, really nice. We also have 3 Trainers Mail. A Trainers Mail looks at the top 4 cards of your deck and allows you to grab a trainer card from there as long as it's not Trainers Mail itself. And because we have so many cool items that we want to find like a lot, Mirage Gate's also there, Battle Compressor is already there. So as you can see, and Lost Vacuum as well, we have a lot of items. Our next few cards have a lot of synergy with having lots of items in your deck. First and foremost, we run 2 copies of Clay, which Clay is a supporter that discards the top 7 cards of your deck, but if any of those cards are item cards, they go to your hands rather than the discard pile. Really good. Gives you an extra dig for 7. It's like research, but not discarding your own hand, but the next 7 you're going to draw anyway. And then we also have 3 copies of PokéStop. PokéStop is a stadium that, when it's in play, allows the current player to spin the PokéStop, spin quote unquote, the PokéStop, to discard the top 3 cards of their deck, and then if any of them are items, they go to the hand instead of the discard pile. So similar effect to Clay, but it does top 3 rather than top 7. Why did my light suddenly go out? That's weird. My light is flickering. Hello, light. Pretty good. I think it's good. Okay. Now to discuss the rest of the backbones of the deck. For gusting, we have 3 gusting / mobility. We have 3 different cards. We have 1 Escape Rope for our own mobility and maybe disruption for our opponent. We run 1 Guzma for gusting, which switches both your Pokemon and your opponent's, but you get to choose both of them. And then our A-Spec is Prime Catcher, which does the exact same thing as Guzma, but it is on an item, and because this is our pink cards. Then for some extra draw support, In the sense of disruption, we have 1 copy of Roxanne, which draws us 6 cards. Which shuffle draws us 6 cards, and our opponent shuffle draws 2, but we can only play this if our opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. And because the supporter count is so low, we run 2 copies of VS Seeker, which puts supporter card from our discard pile into our hands. Should not be surprising to see this in any expanded deck whatsoever. And then lastly, we have some cards for recovery as well. Or not lastly, the second is penultimately, we have some cards to recover energy and Pokemon. We run 2 copies of Ordinary Rod, which shuffles up to 2 Pokemon and up to 2 basic energy cards from our discard pile into our deck. And a Super Rod, which shuffles up to 3 in combination of Pokemon and basic energy into our deck. Let's put those here. Those here. And then lastly, we have 1 backup attacker in case our Pikachus and Raikou are all freaking dead. We have 1 Wo-Chien, basic Pokemon, grass Pokemon, 130 HP with the attack Hazardous Greed. Does 20 damage for 1 grass and 1 colorless energy, but if there are 3 or fewer cards in your deck, this deck also does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And since we can dig through the deck pretty fast, this attack should be pretty much online by the time we get to turn 4 or 5. And even if it's not online, we can still use Entangling Whip for 2 grass and 1 colorless energy. Does 130 damage and discards the top 3 cards of your deck to get you closer to the Hazardous Greed. There we go, that's a 60. If you guys have any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, not literally, you can still ask me questions during the gameplay. Don't worry about that. Let me take a sip of water. That was not a sip of water, that was a gulp of water. Holy moly. I'm so thirsty. Alright, let's scoop all these cards up and do some test games, shall we? And I think for this time I'm not going to do the immediate price flip. I kind of want to see if I can do the deck check myself. These counts are a little unusual for what I'm usually used to, but I'll see if I can figure out what the pricing is, and then I'll flip the pricing, okay? How does that sound? I think that sounds amazeballs. Alright. We have to shuffle this up very properly because everything was sorted. Also, why is my lamp suddenly going out again? There we go. I know what it is. Ah, I see. This cord is connected in a little bit of a weird way. Let me shuffle like this actually. Yeah. Because these sides of the sleeves are less damaged. Hello? Yeah, I have no idea why my light is acting up like that. Maybe my house is possessed by a Rotom. I have no idea. It might be possessed by a Rotom at this point. It is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Alright, shuffle. Yeah, no, the light is definitely flickering. What happens if I just turn it off? That's a lot darker. I do want it turned on. Give it a good shuffle. Yeah, I was looking for other Prism Star stadiums that might have like a better effect, or Prism Star supporters that might actually have an effect for us, but there's very little that do, because a lot of them have to do with type focus specifically. Like Lance puts 2 Dragon Pokemon from your deck in play, but only if one of your Pokemon got knocked out last turn. And then there's Cyrus, which you can only play if your active Pokemon is a water or a metal type. And then there's Lysander, which puts cards from your opponent's discard pile in the lost zone, depending on how many fire Pokemon you have in play. So yeah, Lusamine was like the only one that wasn't type focused, weirdly enough. And then all these stadiums were also type focused. There was like Fairy Garden, or it's not called Fairy Garden, that's another card. I think it's something like Wanderer's Labyrinth or something that says like the fairy Pokemon have 1 less retreat cost. But I'd rather not play that. Because fairy Pokemon... I mean, fairy Pokemon are not that common in Expanded, so I guess I could have considered playing it. But there are a few big bangers, of course, like Trumbeak LOT, which would suddenly have free retreats, which is something I don't really want to give them, you know? I feel like black market, even though dark type is a better. I mean, I can also always just decide not to play the cards. I just picked like random ones. After the Life Forest and the Thunder Mountain, I just picked random ones. I'll be completely honest with you. Just ones I like black market and Heat Factory and Lusamine. I did want there to be the one Lusamine supporter, because supporters, you can still play a supporter and a stadium in the same turn, so that's why. Yeah, let's flip a coin to see if we go first or second. Let's say tails is first, heads is second. Heads, so we go second. I think I'm okay with that, especially if I find Colress turn 1. That's 7 cards. Let's see what they are. Okay, we start. Few basics. Do I want to open the Pikachu though? I think that's fine. I think I actually want to open the Squawk. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I want to open the Squawk because I will want to potentially escape rope into Fan Rotom. Okay. Put down our 6 prize cards. And flip over. Draw for turn. We top deck Fan Rotom. Okay. That's interesting. Definitely benching the Pikachu and the Fan Rotom. And I'll use Fan Call to search my deck for recolorless Pokemon. Let's see what the pricing is like. I don't want to grab Fan Rotom actually. Maybe I will if the 4th Trumbeak is priced, but let's check. Let's see. Trumbeak 2. Seems there's no Trumbeaks priced. So let's try and do a deck check. Let's see. Mostly basic energy and Mirage count that I need to check. And also if other Pika and Raikou are in the deck. Let's see. Grass to Lightning, Budew is there, Tree Lightning, okay, all the Lightning is there. There's first Mirage Gate. Metal, Grass number 2, Mirage Gate number 2, Mirage Gate number 3. Koko is here as well. Grass number 3. There's only 1 Metal Energy in the deck. I saw 2 Ordinary Rods, but I don't remember seeing the 4th Mirage Gates or Super Rods. There's 2 compressors as well. 3 compressors, and Guzma is there as well. So Super Rod is priced, there's a Metal Energy priced, there's a Mirage Gate priced. I think those are the big hitters. Once again, I forgot to put down my V-Star marker and my GX marker. I don't actually have a V-Star power in this deck, I think. No, I don't, but I do technically have a GX attack in this deck. So I will not use my V-Star marker, but I will use my GX marker for this. Okay, so we have 4 Trumbeaks here. Very nice. I'll play down the PokéStop. Oh wait, Super Rod's in my hand. Okay, yeah. And I want a Quick Ball, but I don't know what to Quick Ball. I think I Quick Ball the Super Rods. Only 1 metal priced. I didn't actually, hold on. Let me actually check. I didn't check if the other Pika and Raikou were priced. I should probably check that every time. Let's see. They're both priced. Oh, it's really bad. So discarding Super Rod is maybe not ideal. Discarding Super Rod is definitely not ideal. I think I have to rip the PokéStop before I use the Quick Ball, because I don't want to discard my Escape Rope either. Or one of the Trumbeaks, ideally, if I can help it. I think I do want to use PokéStop first. So let's play use the PokéStop. We get Ordinary Rods, Colress gets discarded and Mirage Gate gets added to our hands. Yeah, this isn't great. I think I will quick ball one of the Trumbeaks, unfortunately. I can always shuffle it back if I need to. Okay. And since we are going second, I do want to grab Budew here. I could have gone for like a Dedenne play to make this more aggressive, but I don't even want to use a Squawk at this point because my hand is full of recovery that I'm gonna need at some point. Because 2 of my 4 attackers are prized, and like the second one that I have is like the most backup-y attacker of all, because it only works if I have 3 cards in this card or 3 cards in deck. So maybe I will use Squawk then. I mean, I'm definitely gonna play the Escape Rope to switch my Squawk with the Budew. But the question is, am I gonna... Well, I'm also discarding a Mirage Gate here if I do that, and I only have 2 others in my deck, so I think I'll just use the 3 Trumbeaks. I don't really care if it hits a supporter of them or not, but this puts our Lost Zone at 3. And then I can Itchy Pollen for 10. Okay, I should probably slow them down a little bit, but I don't think that's going to prevent them from taking a knockout here. So let's say Budew gets knocked out. And I push Pikachu. That's really risky, by the way. Let's push Fan Rotom and draw. And you get Battle Compressor, that's really nice. Battle Compressor can discard Life Forest for me. And Black Market. And Heat Factory. I think I'll keep the Life Forest to discard the Lusamine. Yeah. Okay. Shuffle a bunch. So we're now at 6 cards in Lost Zone. Go. I should probably check enemy prizes. There we go. 5. Around 5 prizes right now. There we go. Shuffle it up. So Compressor goes to discard pile. And these 3 go to Lost Zone. I'll put them here for now. We're at 6 in the Lost Zone. Let's see. Do I want to use my Super Rod here before Pokestopping? Probably not. Pokestop. Get VS Seeker, Trainers Mail, and Lightning. Okay, so Lightning gets discarded, but we get Trainers Mail and VS Seeker. So let's play the VS Seeker to get back our Colress's Tenacity, or sorry, Colress's Experiments. I will put the basic energy onto the side here just so I know how much basic energy is in the discard. Let's play the Colress as our supporter for turn. We get to look at the top 5. Okay, I don't need Lost Vacuum, so Lost Vacuum can definitely go to the Lost Zone. And then I'll get Nest Ball. Nest Ball seems really good with Super Rod, so I'll go for Compressor as well. There we go. We now have 8 cards in the Lost Zone. I can... Do I want a Nest Ball? No, not yet. Definitely not yet. Let's first play Trainer's Mail to look at the top 4. Okay. What do I want from these? I think Battle Compressor. We can fin our deck even more. Let's play the Battle Compressor. I don't want to discard Thunder Mountain. Maybe I do want to discard Life Force, but Life Force feels like a dead draw at this point, so I will discard Life Force. Fan Rotom is a dead card right now. And so is PokéStop. Yeah, that's fine. I think third PokéStop is also prized. I already played Colress's turn, so if I found a Battle Compressor earlier, I would have probably used it for Guzma and then Guzma something up with the VS Seeker, but I already used Colress this turn to find everything here, so these all go to discards. Life Force goes to Lost Zone. Doesn't really matter what's in Lost Zone at this point in time. Just a one big pile. We only have one Metal Energy, so it's best to just attach this here. And then play the Mirage Gate. I don't even know why I shuffled my cards, don't ask me. Play Mirage Gate to grab a Lightning and a Grass. Oh, I couldn't count. Apparently there are two Metal. There's two Grass and a Metal in my deck still. Okay. I think this is a question I could ask. Do I want a Nest Ball for Tapu Koko right now? I don't think so. Go. And these are of course both attached to... Oh, I pressed a Lightning Energy, not a Metal Energy. That was my mistake. There's Pikachu. Oh, the other Lightning is in my hand. I'm stupid. I think I do want to use Super Rods. Unsure actually. So what is in discard? Fan Rotom is, and Budew is, and Trumbeak. I'm fine with that. So I'll just pass my turn here. What they're probably going to do is Guzma up my Squawk and KO that. Put them at 3 prizes. So I will push my Pikachu EX. And draw cards. Let's see. I think at this point I will Nest Ball for Wo-Chien. I haven't taken any prize cards yet. There we go, there's Wo-Chien. And I think before playing any other card in my hand, I will use PokéStop. So let's use the PokéStop, draw that, put that in Lost Zone, and put that in discard. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Really sucks getting that Tapu Koko there. We do have Trainers Mail though, so we can see 4 more. We can't grab Trainers Mail, so yes, Nest Ball is okay. Do I want to use the Nest Ball? No. There's no Pokemon in my deck, like at all. I think there's the Dedenne. The Dedenne is a Pokemon in my deck, but that's it. And for next game, help me remind me that I'm putting the Lost Zone stuff to underneath my prizes. There we go. Let's attach a Grass Energy to the Pika. And then use Topaz Bolt, discarding a Lightning and a Grass and a Grass. I think that's a correct call. Yeah, that is the correct call. I'm grabbing a 2 prize knockout. Let me get my 2 prizes. I get my 3rd PokéStop and my 4th Mirage Gate. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's assume that they can't one-shot Pika. So they put it at, or like they can one-shot it but not work around the ability, so it's at 190. We draw for turn. We play Super Rods. Shuffle these energies back in our deck. And then we Mirage Gate the Lightning and then Grass to our Pikachu. We'll shuffle the rest back after a quick deck search. Still 2 grass and a metal left. There we go. This is why I did not want to discard the Super Rod, because of the energies that we still need. I will attach a Grass Energy to Wo-Chien manually. I think I'll use PokéStop. Yeah, might as well. Discard Clay, add Trainers Mail to hands, and add Nest Ball to hands. Trainers Mail. 2, 4. Take the Mirage Gate. Nice. I'm gonna hold on to this Mirage Gate in case I find something cool off my pricing here. I think that is the move I have to go for here. Let's swing with Topaz Bolt to grab the KO. Discarding these 3 energy. And drawing my oh, I didn't even realize Prime Catcher was prized, my guy. I didn't even realize. Pikachu obviously gets knocked here. My opponent goes to 1 prize. Can I easily get to 3 cards in deck? I probably can. Let's push Fan Rotom because I have Prime Catcher in hand and draw for turn. Let's rip the Prime Catcher just immediately. Surely I'll be able to get... Oh, you know what? I have a Mirage Gate in hand. Let's bench the Raikou and Prime Catcher the Raikou to active. Okay, yeah, let's Mirage Gate. I think Grass and Metal are the only options I can go for here. There's a Lightning in my hand, right? No, there isn't. Okay. So let's Ordinary Rod to Lightning to the deck from the discard pile. And nothing else. Actually, I'll get 1 Pokemon in there as well. I'll do the Pikachu. Go. And I'll Nest Ball twice. No. Nest Ball once. Sorry. We Nest Ball for the Pikachu. We Quick Ball away the Nest Ball. Get the Dedenne. Okay. I will rip the PokéStop now so that in case I actually discard the energies, I can still shuffle them back with the other Ordinary Rods. So use the PokéStop. We discard, we get Mirage Gate. Okay, so we basically got it. We discard Guzma and we discard the Grass Energy. Cool. So we can play the Mirage Gate to get Lightning Energy to Raikou, and that's it. And then we can attack with Amazing Shot for 2 prizes here, most likely to win the game. Yeah, the other versus Secret was also in here, unfortunately. Cool. The deck flows. Even when most of your attackers are prized, the deck still flows. Although, if this matchup was against Regidrago, I would have 100% lost. Because Regidrago probably would have just like moved my Pika to the bench. On that turn where it had 190 damage on it, it probably would have just moved the Pika to the bench. To push up the Rotom and grab 3 prize cards immediately. And just wipe my board actually at that point. Because I don't think I had any other things on board. So yeah, I would have definitely lost against Drago there for sure. 100%, no questions asked. get in a good shuffle, and I also want to hydrate, so I should remind myself to do so. Make sure you hydrate as well at home. Also, I'm so sorry, but half an hour ago, Soldier Panda 65Y sent a message. Hey, other person watching, haha. I think the other person watching might be my own stream, me having the stream open to read chat. I am so sorry, I'm only responding just now. Alright, I think this is probably a good enough shuffle. Let's take a sip of water. My bottle of water is almost empty. That's crazy. Roll the die. You roll run. Run. You roll 1. So let's go first. So we get 7 cards from the deck. We have to open Wo-Chien, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. And we don't have Escape Rope. Luckily, I am going first, so that means there's no pressure on me getting off an attack turn 1. So that's nice. Let's flip them over and go first. I'll definitely play down the PokéStop, and I'll also spin the PokéStop, discarding Trumbeak, Compressor, and Quick Ball. Okay, Compressor and Quick Ball are good finds. Trumbeak is not. So let's Compressor. I do want to flip the prize cards now because I don't want to prize check. I wanted to do it once, but okay, these prizes are not too bad actually. Prizes are not too bad. The worst part about this prizing is the fact that Lightning and Metal are priced. The other 4 I don't really care about. I mean, Thunder Mountain could be big if we can't find enough energy. But I think it's fine. Yeah. So we still get a solid 3 off of this discard. Let's put the Lost Zone stuff here. And I think I'll use another die for that as well. Let's say we have 3 in Lost Zone. Okay. We have another Battle Compressor in hand. There's no more Lost Zone stuff to discard, but okay. What else do we want to discard? Another PokéStop. I have the S-Seeker in hand, but I can't play a supporter turn 1, so what else do I want to discard? Maybe another PokéStop. And probably Squawkabilly. I mean, probably gonna grab Squawkabilly. Lost Vacuum might be big as well. How many Trumbeaks are in deck? Let's see, 1. If there's, okay, 2. So we get 3 from the Trumbeaks if we get the Rotom. We have 2 Pokemon Search in our hand, right? No, only 1. Ooh. Do have Ordinary Rods. It's awkward. Gonna have to rely on finding Rotom then. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it at this then. Or actually no. Let's get rid of Roxanne as well. Roxanne is a dead card for now. Opening Wo-Chien feels so bad in this matchup. Or not this matchup specifically, but in general, opening Wo-Chien. It has 3 retreat costs. Yeah, this is why I don't shuffle this way. You can probably hear how bad it is. Alright. These 3 get discarded. We'll use the Mountain Pass from Trumbeak. Put myself at 4 prizes, or 4 prizes. For Lost Zone. I'll discard my VS Seeker. Get that Squawkabilly. I should not have shuffled my deck, I know. So sorry. Go. Grabbing a Squawkabilly. It sucks to have to discard an energy as well here. Maybe I should have discarded an energy from Quick Ball. And then Ordinary Rod at the back. I think that was probably the play. That was probably a more optimal play than this. Oh well, what can you do? So let's attach to Wo-Chien. Well, I priced them Lightning, so let's attach the Lightning to Wo-Chien. I can't use Ordinary. Oh, I can actually. Yeah, no, then it was definitely better to Quick Ball away my Grass instead of the VS Seeker. So Quick Ball the Grass. And an Ordinary Rod, the Grass, and the Trumbeak back in the deck. And then we rip the Squawk. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Shuffle it up. Shuffle, shuffle. I really hope I can find a way towards Fan Rotom here. That would really kick me off really well. Okay, so let's use Squawk and Seize, discarding that VS Seeker, drawing 6 cards. Find Tapu Koko. Not sure if I want to bench that. Probably do. Let's not bench that yet. Let's play the third Battle Compressor. At this point, I don't want Budew. Have Super Rock. I just need the Rotom so bad at this point in time. I'm trying to decipher what I should discard here. Maybe Trainers Mail. I'm trying to find something off the Trainers Mail. So I think discarding the other Trainers Mails is the way to go. Discarding the other 2 Trainers Mails is probably the way to go. Because I can't take those. Can't take those from Trainers Mail. Go. I have the Trainers Mail here, right? Yeah, I do. Ah, dang it. I have to take Versus Seeker. That's a bust. And since I am turn 1 going first, I can't actually use that Versus Seeker. This means, also, since I didn't find Rotom, this means that I just straight up don't have the gas. Because Rotom only works on turn 1. Yeah, I can VS Seeker for Roxanne, but Roxanne doesn't really do anything right now. That sucks. So I'll bench Tapu Koko and I'll just pass. I'm assuming they got a knockout for the Wo-Chien here. Wo-Chien and Lightning go to discards. Squawkabilly. Draw. Oh, whoops. Now we find Nest Ball. Crazy. I think this match is lost because I didn't go for the Rotom. What can Nest Ball find us? And Rotom, of course. Pikachu. Pikachu or Raikou. I think Pikachu's probably the way to go. There we go. And I'm starting to notice that "there we go" is really like a run-on sentence for me. And I use it way too often. feel like. Who knows? Let me know in chat if I do. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have to pop the PokéStop here. Mirage Gates, I can't really use that right now. Another Nest Ball. Damn. That's really awkward. I guess I get Nest Ball for Raikou. Yeah, I guess I could. Not the worst thing in the world, maybe. I only have one Lightning Energy in discard though, so using Tapu Koko feels a little suboptimal here. Although I might have to do it. Because if I use Lost Vacuum plus Tapu Koko, it puts me at 6 in Lost Zone. And that's not enough to really get there, unfortunately. So let's use Dance of the Ancients. Accelerate the Lightning to the Pikachu. The Tapu Koko goes to the Lost Zone. That's 5. And I'll pass, I think. I'm assuming they're gonna knock out the Squawkabilly, putting them at 3 prizes. I'll push Pikachu and draw. Thank you for showing up, Fan Rotom. Fuck you. Let's see, can I Super Rod any Pokemon back that I want? Maybe Wo-Chien and Budew. That feels really bad to Super Rod back. Really bad. Let's bench the Fan Rotom. I will VS Seeker for Roxanne. As Roxanne is shuffle draw, I guess I'll play some more cards in my hands. Increase the odds of me hitting the Mirage Gates. Do I want to Lost Vacuum something? Odds that I hit the odds that I actually hit something good. Let's see. Let's PokéStop first. Nest Ball, Play and Pikachu go to discard. Nest Ball goes to hand. I don't need Nest Ball right now, so I can vacuum the Nest Ball. Put this at 6. And then just pray that I run into Trumbeak plus Mirage Gate here. I will Super Rod, I guess, to shuffle back Grass Energy. I think it's, and probably Pikachu as well. And maybe Wo-Chien as well. I think that's probably optimal. Maybe not optimal. Maybe just the grass was optimal. But I don't know, man. I think I could have just also just Roxanne and to save the Super Rod for later. I think that would have been better. Because I haven't used Ordinary Rods, right? Or I have used one actually. Yeah, I've used one. Okay. Let's Roxanne. Roxanne, put on a real light. Roxanne, put on a real. I love this song. Such a good song. All right. Shuffled. We draw 6. Look at the Escape Rope. I get Trumbeak, huge. We can Mountain Pass. Putting this at 7. Let's see, let's do 7 like this. Or I actually don't need to keep track of it at all because Mirage Gate is now active. I can actually use the Mirage Gate that I found. Accelerate Grass and Metal to the Pikachu. I haven't even looked at the rest of my hand, but all I saw was a Trumbeak and a Mirage Gate. I can Quick Ball something, I guess. Quick Ball for second Pikachu or Wo-Chien. I think Quick Ball for second Pikachu is okay. Just to fin the deck. I think that's a smart move. Okay. attach the Grass Energy to the Pikachu here. Let's use Topaz Bolt for the KO, discarding these 3 energy. I have to shuffle my prizes first before drawing 2 because I know them. I get Quick Ball and Metal. Okay, those are not the worst prizes to get. Definitely not the worst prizes to get. Would have much rather had Thunder Mountain here, but it is what it is. Okay, let's assume that my opponent has a KO on Pikachu, putting them at 1. Since I have Escape Rope in hand, I will push Fan Rotom. Draw. I'll attach Metal to the Pikachu. I don't want a Quick Ball here at all. Let's Ordinary Rod back. Lightning and Metal, I think I have to. And then also, no, I don't need to shuffle back any Pokemon, I think. No need. I'm not gonna use this Quick Ball yet. I want to use PokéStop first. Maybe I should have used PokéStop before the Ordinary Rod. Oh well. That's my bad. Let's see. Mirage Gate, nice. Discard Grass. Ooh. And Trumbeak. Trumbeak discard is fine. That's whatever. Grass discard is a little awkward. Let's play the Mirage Gates. Grab Lightning Metal. I think those are the only 2 left in deck. Yeah, no. We attach the Lightning here. Metal here. Now we Escape Rope the Fan Rotom to the bench. We have to shuffle the deck again. I mean, at this point they probably have Gust for game, right? They probably do. But I'm gonna play the game assuming as if they don't have Gust for game. I think I just majorly fucked myself here, actually. Because all my recovery is gone. I got the 2 best ones from prizes. So let's assume they don't have Gust and they swing for 190. I'm pretty sure we still can't get there, but oh well. Especially without... Ooh, actually, Wo-Chien might be the savior here. We Quick Ball to Finn. That means that that goes to last zone. I don't even know if there's a basic Pokemon in here still. There's not. Is there even a Mirage Gate? Yes, there is. There's 2. And if I find Clay or Colress, then that also gives me Mirage Gates. Although I can't find them off. How many energies do I have in deck? 1 Lightning. No Grass, actually. Shit, bruh. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here. Because I can spin the PokéStop, but I discarded all my Grass energy. Yeah. It's like this gets discarded and the Trumbeak, but if I play the Mirage Gate, there's no energy here. Oh, okay. Cool. Jeez. That was silly. That was very silly. That was not a good game. But to be fair, the RNG gods were not very kind to me that game. Let's be honest. Let's be frank. I know my name is Noah, but let's be frank for a second. I also did not realize there's an ad break, but it should be ending soon, and there's not much you missed in that end game, if I'm gonna be honest. Not much you missed. Maybe it's the way the clouds all across the sky. Rolling. Man, why is that song stuck in my head? It's like the most normie song on earth. I don't know. I just love Alex Warren. I don't know what it is, but his voice is like so fucking golden. Also, I am so fucking warm. It's crazy. I'm actively sweating here. I'm probably not gonna survive the full 4 hours, if I'm gonna be honest. Right, let's roll. We roll heads, so we go seconds for this game. Let's draw an opening 7. And there is a basic. It's Raikou. I almost added 7 prize cards. Let's see if my phone is still charging. Definitely still is. So going second, opening Raikou is not the best thing, unfortunately. Kind of annoying, actually. Let's draw for turn. We're definitely gonna pop that Trumbeak to put us at 1. I kind of have to pop that Trainers Mail right now. Okay, so do I want Quick Ball or PokéStop? I think Quick Ball gets me more. Quick Ball gets me more gas. Let's play the Quick Ball. Discard Roxanne. So now we can finally price check. Why is Thunder Mountain always freaking priced? What is this? And there's a Trumbeak price. That's okay. Lightning is also kind of annoying, but whatever. I'll go for a Squawk because there's not much else going on in my hand here. Seeing from the Lightning that is priced, I'll use the Thunder Mountain. I'll definitely attach the Lightning here for turn. Do I want to Lost Vacuum anything? I am going second, so they might. Honestly, they might not have a Tool or Stadium in play. I'll Lost Vacuum my VS Seeker. Yeah, but let's say they have something in play to get that gone, and then I'll Squawk and seize my Metal Energy. I still have to shuffle my deck, mind you, so we're gonna do that right now. But afterwards, we're gonna draw 6 cards. Although discarding the Lightning might not have been a bad idea, because Tapu Koko is a thing, but like the Raikou is active. That's kind of like the awkward part about it. It is nice that the Dedenne is like in deck though this time, because last time it was priced and I was really missing the gas. Maybe I should have grabbed Dedenne here actually, because with Nest Ball you can't really grab the Dedenne effectively, but you can grab Squawk effectively. So if I find Nest Ball and not Quick Ball here, I'm kind of cooked. I find both. Okay, cool. So I can Nest Ball for Fan Rotom, and then use Fan Call to find the other 2 Trumbeak, and then I guess also the Fan Rotom here. Trumbeak, and then there's one more Trumbeak. Right? Where's that in discards? Wait, no. 1 here, 1 there already, 1 in prizes, 1 in hand. Yeah, okay, so there's no other Trumbeak. These are the only 2. We'll use the Trumbeak's Mountain Pass. Put you at 3. Oh yeah, I have another 1 in hand, so we use another 1 to get 4. Let's move them a little closer together. I'll Quick Ball away the Life Forest, putting the Life Forest in Lost Zone and putting myself to 5. I'll grab the Dedenne-GX. It was a top card of the deck. That's kind of funny. I have to shuffle my deck, mind you, but I will do that in a second. Because I want to play the PokéStop beforehand. I was about to say I have another card in hand. I can Quick Ball away the Fan Rotom as well. Sorry for the airplane noise. I think I have to grab Pika EX here. Or Tapu Koko. I think to be safe, I'll grab the Budew. Tapu Koko will not help me in my turn 1 donk, but Budew will give me a perfect backup in case I don't get it. Right. Shuffle. Shuffle it thoroughly. Let's play the Dedenne-GX to draw 6 cards. I want to use the Dedenne first, because in case the top cards are recovery cards, I don't want to use them yet. So I find Pika. That's nice. I need to find 2 other cards to put in the last zone. Unfortunately, let's think. How can we do that? Like, I could try the Tapu Koko thing, but then again, I need Tapu Koko specifically to be to also have a lightning in this card. So let's PokéStop first, discarding Grass. Okay, well, I guess that also works. That also puts Tapu Koko in the last zone if I just discard it from the PokéStop. That's kind of awkward though. Nest Ball doesn't achieve anything here anymore, right? Let's check. I mean, I could Nest Ball the Pikachu EX from my deck. I think that's still fine though. Yeah. Better than playing the one from hands. Definitely better than the one playing from hands. Hello, Sam. What do you mean it's actually it's Noah actually streaming? I have not stopped streaming the past weeks. What are we talking about? Hello, Dew, welcome in. Hope both of you are doing excellently today. Give it a shuffle. Hold on. I'll move my discard pile up a little bit so that my Pikachu fits on the bench. I honestly don't think I can get to 7 Lost Zone cards on turn 1, but you know what? Maybe Trainers Mail deceives me. We'll see. Oh, let's fucking go. Trainers Mail is the GOAT. Okay, so Trainers Mail gets me Battle Compressor. I can play Battle Compressor to discard 3 cards from deck. And I'll choose to discard Heat Factory, and Lusamine, and Black Markets. Since our Prism Star cards, they go to Lost Zone instead of discard pile. It's 32 degrees inside. I think it's something like that for me as well. It's unfortunate. You didn't see me stream for like 2 weeks. I honestly did not stream on different days than usual. It's just Tuesday and Sunday like usual. It's probably a you issue rather than a me issue. But I definitely didn't stop streaming. Okay, so we have like 9 cards in Lost Zone right now. We don't have to track anymore. I don't know why I shuffled, because I want to play the Mirage Gate. Let's play the Mirage Gate to get a Grass Energy and a Metal Energy. Where's the Metal? Oh fuck, the Metal is in discard. Sequencing error. Sequencing error. This is my oopsie doopsie. We Ordinary Rods, the Grass and Metal back. I don't need to get any of these back. And then we Mirage Gate the Grass and Metal to the Raikou. That sounds a lot better. Your fingertips are sweating. For me, everything is sweating, man. It's crazy. That's why I also want to remind everyone right now to hydrate properly wherever you are in the world, even if it's not that warm. Hydrating is very, very important. So I will do that right now as well. Good shit. Okay, we do amazing shots. I honestly don't know what I should be playing against, but let's say on average you get like 1 prize card from that. Let's say we get 1 prize card and we damage the active 2 prizer or 3 prizer. Let's say we damage the active 2 prizer. Go. We get Escape Rope from prizes. That's like the 1 card I did not need from prizes, but okay, thank you. Literally any other card would have been better. Let's assume they do knock out Raikou. Just worst case scenario. So let's push Squawkabilly. Let's push Budew. Draw. Definitely want to Super Rod back the energies. Do I also want to Super Rod back to Raikou rather than one of those energies? I have an energy in hand, right? I have a metal in hand, yeah. So let's, instead of doing Grass Metal Lightning, let's do Grass Lightning Raikou. There's no other energy in here, right? Okay, cool. And then we Mirage Gate these Grass and Lightning directly to Pikachu. Why are there so many airplanes today? I have no idea why. I'm so sorry, Chad. Airplanes do be very rude, unfortunately. Alright, let's move everything over so we have more space. Attach the Metal Energy for turn. I guess I can bench the other Pikachu, it won't harm. Let's use the PokéStop. Discard Wo-Chien, discard PokéStop, discard Grass Energy. That was a bad PokéStop, man. Holy shit. That's like the first actual bad PokéStop I've had today. Boop. I can't Escape Rope, but it's probably better if I hold this, so let's retreat to the Pikachu. There we go, and then let's swing with Topaz Bolt for 2 prizes, or 3. I don't know at this point, man. Let's just say worst case scenario we draw 2. Guzma is still prize, really? We do get Thunder Mountain and Lightning though. Our opponent was at 5 prize cards. I don't think, unless they're playing Regidrago specifically, they could get a KO on Pikachu on 1 turn, so let's assume that they do 90 because of the Resolute Heart's ability. Okay, let's draw for turn. I draw into another Lightning Energy. Great. Let's PokéStop. Discard Colress, discard Grass, and get Battle Compressor. Dude, these PokéStops are terrible. Literally so much energy is in my discard pile. It's great. Like all my Grass and Metal energies in my discard pile. So let's play. Let's use the Battle Compressor. I have no actual reach with this hand, unfortunately, so I just have to make sure that my next draw is like the most goated draw ever. And I think I do that by discarding PokéStop. Discarding Battle Compressor. And discarding V Seeker. Difficult to say. Take Quick Ball. I don't really need Quick Ball right now. The sweat is on my forehead, I'm telling you. Go. So these are all discarded by Battle Compressor. Attach to Lightning here. And then I could Escape Rope. Do I want to Escape Rope here? Not sure. Guess I could Escape Rope to the Budew. And an Itchy Pollen. So let's say that they knock the Budew, going to 4 prizes. I'll push the damaged Pikachu, question mark. And draw for turn. I draw Clay. That's a really good draw. Let's play Clay. To discard Raikou, Mirage Gate, Ordinary Rod, VS Seeker, Clay, and Trainers Mail. So of these, Clay and Raikou are not energies or trainer items. They go to discard pile, but I get to keep all of these. Really nice. So I have to get a Raikou attack in somehow, ideally. So let's Ordinary Rods back, Raikou. Let's also get Budew back. And then a grass and a metal as well. Ordinary rods. Actually, before using ordinary rod, I want to use the PokéStop to draw my prime catcher, and then we shuffle this in the deck. Who designed the half map? I swear to God. Are you playing some Battlefront 2? Am I smelling some Battlefront 2 salt? Okay. Unfortunately, I don't really have an attack this turn with specifically Raikou. So I think I'm just gonna have to chill. I did attach here this turn, that's okay. I'm just gonna have to chill. Pass. They'll knock my Raichu, going down to support Raichu, Pikachu for 2 prizes. I'll push my Pikachu. I hope I draw the Raikou. I don't. I can VS Seeker for Roxanne. I don't think that's a bad shout. I think Clay here is like not good at all. Guzma is still priced. I could have gotten Colress as well. Colress is better here. But then I deck out if I play Colress. If I play Colress, I deck out, so that seems like a really bad idea because I need one more turn. So let's play Thunder Mountain to override my own PokéStop. And let's Roxanne. Roxanne! Finally get a hero. You walk into a group of like 5 Death Troopers, you actually gotta. Please don't. I mean, I know you don't mean that seriously, but please don't make jokes about that. But it does sound unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear it. Give it a good shuffle, and then draw 6. Let's see, what do we draw from this? Not really. That's really unfortunate, not finding the Raikou there. Let's play Trainers Mail to grab the Mirage Gate. It's not impossible. Like a Mirage Gate Metal Energy to here. Attach a Lightning for turn here, do a Heart Retreat. Do the Dedenne. Play Budew as pivot for next turn. And then use Tingly Return to do 50 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, and I put this Pokemon and all attached cards into hands. Flipping the GX marker. But they're paralyzed, they probably can't do anything for a turn. I draw Raikou, and now I have no cards in deck, so Mirage Gate also does nothing. Yeah. That's a GG regardless, okay. I don't know if I could have played that endgame better or not, but that was a little awkward. Especially discarding the Tapu Koko off the PokéStop was awkward. I am playing Expanded in the big 2025. I am playing Expanded. You got a problem with that? I've been playing Expanded for like the past 2 weeks here. Because I figured Standard is kind of boring right now, in my opinion. So I figured I just wanted to like solitaire some Expanded decks here because I thought that would be way more fun to solitaire because there's so much more decision making. Okay, so hear me out. I am hearing you out. Aegislash-EX? Yeah, it's a solid card, and if you run like the or if you already run like the Aegislash wall package. But I don't know how relevant it is now that Crustle has been released in Destined Rivals. I feel like Crustle is just better. And you can run like Iron Thorns with it probably. I mean, Aegislash-EX doesn't sound bad, but sounds like there's better options. Oh, the capital EX, the one that's God, it has an ability that it prevented all damage from, what was it? All damage from opponent's Pokemon EX. Was that capital EX? Was that it? Or I'm not entirely sure what it exactly was. But to be honest, Stage 2 Pokemon are kind of bad and expanded. Stage 2 Pokemon are actually so bad and expanded, I'm not even joking. The only Stage 2 Pokemon that see play are the ones that are cheated into play, or have such a game-changing effect that they warrant preparation. All damage from Pokemon with special energy attached. Oh, you're right, it's a basic, you're so right. Capital EX Pokemon are basic Pokemon, you're so right. I am so sorry. Capital EX, yeah, okay. Yeah, fair. Prevents all damage from Pokemon with special energy attached. I mean, that's interesting, but just run Megaton Blower to discard special energy stuff. There's a lot of special energy decks in Expanded right now, I do agree, but there's, I think, lots of better counters than that. Like, for that to work specifically, you'd have to match up against specifically anything that's not Regidrago. And then also have only that as your only Pokemon in play, and then have your opponent not draw canceling clone. So those are like 3 things that are really, really uncommon in my opinion. I think. Oh, no basic Pokemon. I also didn't flip the coin to see to go first or second. Most Drago and Lugia have only special energy. That's a lie. I mean, like, yes, Lugia has only special energy, but that's a lie. No. The energy lineup for Regidrago is like 4 double Dragon Energy and then like 3 Grass, 3 Fire, or 3 Grass, 2 Fire, something like that. They can 100% still attack with just basic energies. Regidrago has changed a lot in like the past 3 to 4 months to adapt so much to attack for specifically every matchup. So even if you get like Quad Fabat in a Regidrago game, you're still able to attack with your Regidrago. Yeah, no, Regidrago is kind of nutty. Definitely does not run just special energy, I'll tell you that. They are very aware of special energy hate. Stuff like Enhanced Hammer has been in the format for eons. Stuff like Faba has been in the format for eons. Yeah. Alright, let's flip the coin actually. Hold on, let's see. So that's evens. Let's try again going second again. There we go. We're at 1 mulligan. Something to keep in mind. That's 2 mulligans. Oh my lords. You're looking at the Champions League and most of the high placing lists had DDE and a few fire but no grass. Yeah, okay. I must say in the Aichi Champions League there was not very many people running actual grass energy, but there have been a few online tournaments recently. Like I'm in an expanded format Discord, so a lot of those tournament results get shared. But the Regidrago is back to running like a normal amount of grass energy. Yeah, please go fact check it, because I like kind of half don't believe you, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, sure, there's probably like one Regidrago version that it runs like 4 DDE and not much else energy. That's definitely possible. But I feel like the majority of Regidrago list also runs plenty of basics. Or not, maybe not plenty, but like at least enough basics to be able to combat the special energy hate. There we go. Finally got a basic. We're starting them off with 2 mulligans. So, mines. Flip that over. And draw. We are going second, so keep that in mind. My opponent's at 6 prizes, by the way. We'll use a Trumbeak Mountain Pass to put it into the class zone. Let's see, I think attaching grass is solid here. Let's Battle Compressor. This means we get the price check as well. Not many have extra. So you were sort of wrong, but they all seem to have one set of regular energy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. To be fair, Regidrago is a list that changes a lot over the course of like a few weeks. Because Regidrago is the deck that because it's so easy to to make a BDIF, a lot of people are just teching for specific matchups, and some matchups you can tech for by running more basic energy. Some matchups you can tech for by running your own Faba. Some matchups you can tech for by running a Plumeria, or like, you know, there's a million different tech cards. It's time to run Forbidden Light Florges. That would be very cringe. That would be very, very cringe. There we go. Let's give it a good shot. Why am I shuffling, by the way? Oh yeah, I don't have more search in my hand. I was like, wait, I don't have more search in my hand? That's crazy. How would that be cringe? I don't know. I don't like Forbidden Light Florges. Maybe it's because of the Flabébé that was associated with it. I think that's the main reason why. I think the hate for Forbidden Light Flabébé has translated to the rest of the line as well. There we go. So now we have 4 in this card, or sorry, 4 in the last zone. Good matchups into Lugia and Drago. Yeah, true. Let's play the PokéStop. Discard Roxanne, get Quick Ball, discard PokéStop. Ooh, that's a little rough. Well, we get Quick Ball, so we can get ourselves a Squawkabilly here. So let's Quick Ball the Life Forest, putting me at 5 in last zone. Actually, I think I want a Quick Ball for Dedenne here. There's no, there's no Mirage Gate in prizes, so I'm honestly fine discarding this Mirage Gate. Let's go for Dedenne. Where is Dedenne? Come on, there you go. Evolutionary Advantage isn't that broken. Well, it was that broken with the Cosmic Eclipse Floette. It was specifically because of that it, literally, the Flabébé is literally banned and expanded. Like, come on, what are we talking about? It's probably like the least broken thing on the list, but it's still extremely degenerate. Extremely, extremely degenerate. There we go. Yeah, play the Dedenne, discard Mirage Gate and Grass Energy to draw 6. 4, 5, 6. We find the Squawk raw. We also find the Pika and the Tapu Koko raw, and that's crazy. I'm not sure which of these two to bench though. Definitely using Trumbeak to Mountain Pass and put myself to 6 last zone cards. The 5 Floette was banned, not the Flabébé. No, the Flabébé is banned, not the Floette. If I Quick Ball Tapu Koko, I'm at 7, but then I would still need more to find more Mirage Gates. I have Roxanne as a supporter in this card, but not any other cards. I guess I'll bench the Pika and then Quick Ball the Tapu Koko to put myself at 7, enabling my Mirage Gate turn 1 going seconds. I think I'll grab the Rotom. I think Fan Rotom is like my only logical call at this point to get. Yeah, and then let's use Fan Call. For what reason? Because the combo doesn't exist if the Flabébé is banned. Like, if they ban the Floette, then another Floette can still potentially break that combo. But if they ban the Flabébé, it's not possible to be broken anymore. But I think that's kind of, because the Flabébé specifically enables the degenerate behavior, that's the reason why it got banned. I think that's their usual philosophy with everything. That's also why they banned Island Challenge Amulet rather than the Jirachi EX, for example. Because Jirachi EX was the only EX Pokemon or GX Pokemon that had less than 100 HP. But they still chose to ban specifically Island Challenge Amulet, because that was the thing that broke it. It would not be possible without that thing. Okay, there we go. We got those 3. We can mountain pass twice to, yeah, put this to 8. And then we can squawk, sure. That's my second VS Seeker in discard, right? No, it's my first. Okay, cool. Draw 6. Why did Archeops get banned before Maxi? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, whoopsie. I don't know why they specifically chose to ban Archeops before Maxi. I would honestly, at that point, I would have probably banned Maxi as well. But I think they banned... I don't know. You just wish they hadn't. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay. I found a Mirage Gate, so that's big. So turn 1 attack, here we come. Metal, still what I'm looking for. There we go. There's not very many energies in my deck anymore. There's like 1 grass and 1 lightning, and that's it. I don't know if I have other search in my hands. I'll check right now to see if I need to shuffle or not. I still have Battle Compressor and Trainers Mail. That's really nice. Let's Battle Compressor. Not that it's a good card anyway, since for Florges to work, you need to use Candy. Yeah, fair. Okay, so what do we Battle Compressor? At this point, I think I Battle Compressor the Stop and the Budew. Definitely things start going. I think I get Quick Ball as well, because I'm about to Nest Ball. At this point, actually, I shouldn't do PokéStop then. But then another Ball Search card. If I have it, yeah. This Quick Ball. Discard these with Battle Compressor, because I want a Nest Ball for that Wo-Chien. Where was it? It was somewhere here. Right? Yeah, there it is. It was hidden! And there's also Trainer's Mail in my hand, which I also kind of want to rip right now. To see if I can find another Mirage Gate. Is there any feasible Fairy Acceleration? Yeah, Gardevoir GX. The only way you see to enable it right now is Neo Upper. Gardevoir GX is decent Fairy Acceleration. I think that's the only one actually, though. Without another Pokemon. Oh yeah, no. There's no item, there's no trainer-based Fairy Acceleration, I think. I don't think there's trainer. Because there's like there's like one of those Xerneas that has an attack that accelerates a lot of energy. But those are like the only 2 options I think you might have. Let's Trainer's Mail 4. Oh, we found Guzma. Did I rip a supporter yet? I don't think I have. Unfortunately, there's 0 Mirage Gate here. Budew and Fan Rotom in here, so recovery is not really needed either. Get Vacuum, but that doesn't really do anything for me other than maybe remove my own PokéStop. Do I want to remove my own PokéStop? Not really. I'll just get the Guzma, but I won't play it because I have no switch outs after this Guzma. Yeah, Geomancy Zerma, that's turn 2 when we need to start attacking turn 2. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I guess what you could consider is like maybe Duskull, Wally, Dusclops on like turn 1 going second, and then like counter gain, attach for turn on the Xerneas to do the Xerneas attack turn 1, but that feels like a lot of setup. That feels like a lot of setup. You could also just try Max Elixir. 151 Abra Energy Sticker. Potentially, you could try Energy Sticker, you could try Max Elixir. There's like several cards that can do that for free. Or you can do Lost Box. Like I'm doing right now. Yeah, already attached for turn, so let's just do Amazing Shots. Let's assume we pick up 2 KOs. 2 single price KOs with that. Shuffle. And you don't even need to run 151 Abra. You can also just run like the reflipping Victini. Reflipping Victini is also not terrible. Okay, so yeah, let's assume Raikou gets KO'd. Unfortunately, putting my opponent at 5 prizes. Putting all this energy in the discard pile. I will push Pika, I guess. Draw. Find Ordinary Rod, that's kind of big. So let's Ordinary Rod. You forgot about Max Elixir, yeah. You got up a second Pokemon bench or they will get gust around your effect. Yeah, no, you just run Max Elixir. Just run like Cypher Maniac Max Elixir or something like that to try and accelerate. Ordinary Rod. Yeah, we played Ordinary Rod, sorry. To shuffle back a Raikou and a Budew. And then what else do we shuffle back? There's a Metal in my prizes, so I definitely need to shuffle back a Metal Energy. Lightning in hand, so I'll shuffle back a Grass. Go. Do I want to play anything from here? Yeah, I want a Nest Ball for that Raikou that I just grabbed. Let's Battle Compressor as well. Discard the PokéStop this time. Let's discard the Colress as well. I don't need that anymore at this point of the game. Not really anything else I want to discard. I guess I could re-discard the Budew. But like, if I didn't shuffle back the Budew, I probably would have just only done 2. Max Elixir Abra as a strat, yeah, for sure. Although I thought that the reshuffling Abra was not 151. I thought that was Twilight Masquerade Abra. I mean, you mean the Abra that if it's in the active, you shuffle it into your deck, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna attach yet. I want to see what I get off the PokéStop. Escape Rope, Metal, Lost Vacuum, dude. Oh, that Metal Energy is brutal. And I actually don't have an attack this turn. That's crazy. It's a little awkward. Guess I'll attach to Raikou. Yeah, I'll attach to Raikou. And I'll pass. Let's assume my hit takes 190 because of Resolute Hearts. The turn 2, you're gonna find Candy Florges and then Elixir and Mist Energy. Yeah, exactly. Easy. That's actually not too hard to find, right? Get Super Rod off the top. It's actually not the worst thing in the world. We get to shuffle back all these energies. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's rip the PokéStop before doing that. We discard Grass, we get Prime Catcher and Mirage Gate, okay. There we go. The more you think, the less viable this seems, because no matter what, they're gonna remove your Mist and Tina Jump you against Lugia. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. This isn't viable. Floor, like I said, floor just seems terrible. Mirage Gates. So we have Grass, Lightning, and Metal in deck. I have Escape Rope here, so I think I will go for. Do I have Lightning in hands? Grass, Metal. I mean, you wall the attackers of the best 2 decks, other than Giratina Garchomp Tech in GX. Yeah, but the thing is, Iron Thorn ZX is rising in popularity as well, and they're also starting to run Tina Chomp in their list. So, then we Guzma. We get the Raikou inactive. Let's say we snipe a single prizer and we damage the active 2 or 3 prizer. Yes, Seeker. A really nice prize get. Let's assume they boss Pikachu and KO it for 2 prizes. What I can do now is I can not push Raikou, but like Fan Rotom, draw for turn, and then VS Seeker for Guzma. I can also just play the Prime Catcher in my hand, but VS Seeker for Guzma is funnier. And then swing with Raikou for the remaining 3 prizes. Yeah, okay, cool. That match went a lot better, but to be fair, we got turn 1 going second, 7 cards in the Lost Zone, so that does help. They all run Field Blower as well, so you can't block it with a tool. Nope. It's almost like the format has been almost kind of solved, you know? It's almost like the format is pretty good and is pretty teched out for whatever option there might be. Yeah, because I was about to say, like, you could consider Stealthy Hood on the Florgus. That's actually not terrible. But they can just Field Blower to Stealthy Hood, unfortunately. There we go. Shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this time right now to take a quick pee break and also let the Twitch ads run. Yeah, I think that's probably a good time. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Surely they won't find Field and Megaton Blower in the same turn. They 100% would. Oh yeah, 100%. Alright gang, I'm back from the toilet break. At what point do we just ban DDE, Lugia, and Drago from being created? I don't think the Pokemon Company is actually gonna ban any of those cards at any point. If I'm just gonna be real with you, I don't think they're ever gonna ban. Okay, maybe not ever, but I don't think they're gonna ban those cards soon at all. Because from what we've seen in the past, the Pokemon Company bans cards if they actively break the game. They don't ban cards. They don't ban cards because they're really, really good. They ban cards if they actively break the game. And I think that Dedenne-GX from Ultra Prism, the one that you mean, the one with Timeskip GX, is the closest to that. I would say if they were to ban a card soon, I think they would consider banning Dedenne-GX, because it literally only sees play as a vessel for Regidrago. But I don't think they're gonna do that either. You're pretty sure DDE is breaking the game? No, it's a really good card. I don't think it's breaking the game. Like, okay, yes. I do have to admit, a lot of the best decks use Double Dragon Energy, but that doesn't mean it's a broken card. Back in the day, a lot of decks used to play Double Colorless Energy. Would we say Double Colorless Energy is a broken card? No, I would just say it's a really good card. I wouldn't necessarily say it's broken. I think that's kind of like my philosophy. And I will tell you, yes, I feel like DDE is pretty close to breaking the game, but I don't think it's breaking the game at this point in time, in my opinion. Also, how do I keep getting mulligans with this deck? Hold on. I run 2 Pikachu, 1 Raikou, 1 Tapu Koko, 1 Squawk, 1 Dedenne, 2 Fan Rotom. That's 7 base 6, right? Or 8? That's 8 base 6. Okay, never mind. I understand why I'm getting the mulligans. Never mind. Forgot the flip as well, so let's do that right now. So let's go first in this game. It's a 4-off in both best decks. Like, both of the best decks are just built to best abuse DDE and Dragon attackers. Not entirely true, because I would say that second best deck in format is not Lugia V-Star at the moment. I would say Lugia V-Star is like either the 3rd or 4th best deck at the moment, not Regidrago. I would say Evocon is probably 2nd best deck in format, and then I would say like it's a toss-up between Iron Thorn ZX and Lugia V-Star, which of the two is number 3 and which of the two is number 4. DDE did irreversible damage to the timeline. I mean, that's true in Standard with ADP. Well, it wasn't legal with ADP in Standard, but actually, never mind, I'm yapping. I feel like DDE did do irreversible damage to the timeline, but not in the way you think. I don't think it's like actual damage to the game itself. I think it's fine. I think DDE is a very I think DDE is a very, very playable card, but I don't think that it means that it's utterly broken. Because broken for me would mean that it fundamentally breaks the game and it becomes the only thing you should ever play. The format would be healthier without it by a lot. I don't know, honestly, if that would be the true. I don't know if that would be true, if I'm gonna be honest. Drago's the only thing you should ever be playing. That's not true. That's literally not true. Evocon is a really good matchup into Drago if they get their turn 1 setup. It's like a 60-40 matchup for the Evocon player. Evocon is Bunnelby Volplume, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's like a 60-40 to 70-30 matchup. And Iron Thorn GX also has a solid matchup into Regidrago, like probably like 70-30. So there's plenty of decks that actually do pretty well. And there's a lot of decks against Double Dragon Energy that you can use. You can use Firefighting Pikachu, or soon Firefighting Ducklet. You can use Enhanced Hammer, you can use Faba, you can use Ruffian, you can use Temple of Sinnoh. There's so many things that counter Special Energy, specifically. At an 80% meta share at the last Champion League and the entire top cut was all Drago. I will tell you how misleading that is, because in Japan, there were 8 rounds for 800 players. So I think there was about 5 players who qualified for top 16, and then from the other 22 or so players, there were 11 that should bubble the top 16. There was no asymmetrical top cut. So a lot of those players that bubbled happened to be Regidrago players. But if you look in the actual top 64, you see that the 11 just outside of the top 16, there's a lot of different decks there. So that's just really unfortunate. We actually saw the bubbling. Holy shit, still no basic. 80% meta share is a lot. Yes, that's true. But to be fair, the more cards there are in a format, the less diverse the meta is going to be. That's going to happen for any card game. You see this with Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. The metagame is gets just less and less diverse the more cards are being printed, because the format is eternal for them. And the format expanded gets more and more cards printed into it every time, every year. So the format's going to become less and less varied. Unless, of course, you start thinking of bans. But that's a normal thing to happen. And I think it's definitely not in too bad of a spot right now, actually, if I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of viable decks. There's like a lot of viable decks you can play. Like probably like at least 7. Which is more. There's a Slacking of 8, my bad, I thought it was 9. Yeah, no, exactly. Slacking of Vileplume is a very viable archetype, a very good spin on Budew Vileplume. Okay, we finally got a basic, Jesus. But yeah, there's Budew Vileplume, there's Lugia Dragon, there's Lugia without dragons, there's Iron Thorns with dragons, there's Iron Thorns without dragons, there's Archie-Lieber, there is Shocklock still. Like some variation of Shocklock that is very viable. Shadow Rider Calyrex is very viable right now because it has a really good matchup into Regidrago. And there's like one more that I'm missing. I would say Boba Fett Stall was also a really good deck right now in the formats. Alright, let's play the Nest Ball and flip our prices to see what we got in the prize cards. 2 Lightning and 2 Quick Ball in the prizes. Okay, I'm not gonna discard my Thunder Mountain for this game. What am I gonna Nest Ball for? Probably Squawk, judging from this hands. There we go. Nice. Thank you for showing up so fast. But at the top 16, we're 13 Drago players. Unfortunately, Limitless doesn't give us good information for Champions Leagues. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't. If you want more information, you can go to Pokébook. You will see that in the top 64, the meta share of Regidrago was like not 80%. 80% comes from the top 16. That's where the 80% comes from. But I think that if you look at top 64, the meta share from Regidrago is like 50% or 45% or something like that. Alright, there we go. We Nest Balled. I'll also read Trainers Mail. We find Mirage Gate or Prime Catcher, but I'm gonna squawk this hand away. So I think I don't want to grab any of these. Can I link it? Yeah, no. My PC is like about 3 feet away from me, so I can like DM it to you after stream if you want to. But yeah, most decks were Regidrago and Lugia just because they're the most popular, because they're the thing that rotated from Standard recently. But it doesn't mean that those were like, okay, technically Regidrago was the best deck, technically, because it won. But there were a lot of different decks in top 64. I think I remember seeing Regidrago, not Regidrago, Articuno Regirock in top 64 as well. I remember seeing Shadowrex, Calyrex, Shadow Rider. There were a bunch of different decks. Bench the Tapu Koko Prism Star. Actually, how useful is Tapu Koko Prism Star if 2 Lightning are priced? I think I'll still bench it. And then rip the Squawk, discard VS Seeker Super Rod, Roxanne, and Black Market goes to Lost Zone. Lost 6. Alright, interesting cards in hand. We're gonna Quick Ball away the Life Forest to put us at 2. What do we want a quick ball for? Dedenne? Now this was a game going first, so I can't play the clay. What do I want to do? I want to grab the Dedenne. Probably Fan Rotom at this point, and then use Fan Call. Get Trumbeaks. You found top 64 statistics, 53% was Regidrago. Yeah, which is ridiculous. I don't think it's that ridiculous for a big format with a lot of cards. I don't think 53% is okay. It's definitely worse, or definitely more. Yeah, see, Kelly was second even in top 64. Yeah. And then probably third was Lugia, and then fourth was Evocon, most likely. Evocon being Bunnelby Valplume, or like Slacking Valplume and adaptation of that, something like that. There's more than Regidrago in Expanded. Regidrago is just a popular option right now, just like with Standard at the moment. Where Dragapult is the most popular option, but it's definitely the best deck in format, but that doesn't mean that it's the only deck you should consider playing. So yeah. Third was Cerulege. I even forgot Cerulege was a thing. Dude, can you imagine? Let's trigger that Mountain Pass 3 times. Go. Is that 5 in the last zone? It's Battle Compressor. Discard that Lusamine and Heat Factory, and then maybe something else. Definitely not going to discard Thunder Mountain in this matchup. Because of me prizing to Lightning. What am I going to discard from this? The other Fan Rotom, sure. But yeah, Cerulege is also a really good deck in Expanded. I can't believe I forgot about Cerulege. Cerulege is crazy. Cerulege goes so hard. But the reason Cerulege is so much play is because it has a positive matchup into Regidrago. Same for Shadow Rider. I would say Shadow Rider, Cerulege, and Iron Thorns are like the 3 best decks you could consider going into Regidrago. This goes to discards. These 2 go to Lost Zone, which means we have 7 in Lost Zone. Unfortunately, I am going first, and I don't have a Mirage Gate in hand, so I'll just attach here and pass. Let's assume they have a turn 1 attack. They can't KO this, so I'll just put this at 10. Assuming they have a big one. Something like, I don't know, Dragon Laser from Regidrago. That's actually like 160, but it doesn't matter. We top deck Trumbeak, so we can use Trumbeak again, I guess. I'll keep Trumbeak for now, actually, just in case I draw absolutely nothing off of this clay. So let's see what we get from clay. Ordinary Rod, VS Seeker, Mirage Gate, Compressor, Trainer's Mail. Clay gets discarded, and Guzma gets discarded. That was a pretty good clay. Yeah, I'm not gonna shuffle yet because I have to still search my deck. You wish there were more official expanded data? Yeah, the thing is, it's not very popular outside of Japan, so there's just no data whatsoever. Expanded regional data outside of Japan for years, yeah. Because they discontinued expanded outside of Japan for years, actually, since COVID. Let's Mirage Gate first to get Lightning and Metal here. Active. Metal and Lightning. How many energies do I have in my deck? There's Grass. There's Grass. That's it. Oh, and there's a Grass attached to the freaking Pika. That's where it went. There we go. I guess I will Battle Compressor. And the Metal is in my hand as well. I still have an attachment for turn. Do I have a way to find a basic Pokemon? No, so I'll have to hope to hit that off of the Battle Compressor. I'll discard the Battle Compressor, I'll discard the Budew. And I'll discard the There we go. Even if they don't ban stuff, they should print new cards that help expand it. You know what I really want for expanded? I want a reprint of Tropical Beach. Because Tropical Beach is such a playable card in expanded, but that shit's so expensive, bro. It's like easily a $50 to $75 card. Even if it's like an expanded only reprint for Tropical Beach, I would not mind. If they make it affordable, I'm a happy man. Let's Trainers Mail. Find Quick Ball, but if I find Nest Ball, it's better. Quick Ball it is. Mirage Gate would have also been an option to take there, potentially. But I think I have to Quick Ball here, discarding the Trumbeak. Get the Raikou. But I only need one Mirage Gate next turn. Because there is one priced, unfortunately. Sadly, they're done with new A-Spec prints. Yeah. No, I think it's fine. I think there's been a lot of new A-Specs. Like about twice or thrice the amount that we got in the black and white era. So I think I'm happy with the amount of A-Specs we have available for us right now. You want a reprint of that Victini? I don't think we're going to get that. Because the Victini allowed such degenerate stuff, even back in the day. I don't think we're ever getting that. Let's attach this for turn here. And then swing with Topaz Bolt for 2 prizes. Victini A-Spec tool with a new Victini EX. Yeah, I'm gonna put this at 4 because they're likely gonna knock out my Pika. I get a Lightning and a Quick Ball. Nice. Let's assume they take out my Pika. I didn't discard the energy from Topaz Bolt because it's gonna happen from this KO anyway. Okay, there we go. Let's push the Raikou and draw. Pushing Raikou is maybe a bad idea because I have Guzma in hand, but it's okay. I have attachment for turn. We'll work with it. I'll Quick Ball away. Yeah, Quick Ball away my Nest Ball for the Dedenne. That would be so cool. No, but I don't think they're ever gonna reprint a card that's gonna help you with coin flipping. I don't think they're ever gonna do that anymore. It's just a different philosophy from back in the day to now. Because there's so many cards printed that are balanced by the fact that you don't have any odds to boost the coin flipping. That it would just not be fair. Okay, let's attach here for turn. Play VS Seeker. Get the Guzma that I discarded from the Clay earlier. Play the Guzma to boss up a juicy single prizer. Push Tapu Koko. Retreat Tapu Koko for 1 energy. This is better because I get more energy to accelerate with Tapu Koko later. I use Ordinary Rod to shuffle back the Pika, and probably the Budew, and then the Metal and Grass as well. I don't mean a reflip thing, you mean the A-Spec tool that said the Victini discards attached to has no energy cost. Oh, that one! Oh yeah, no, that would be hype. That was a little bit hype, yeah. Okay, no, I understand what you mean. I thought you meant a tool that enabled reflips of like a certain Pokemon attack or something. I thought you meant that specifically. But no, I forgot that was a thing. You're so right. Yeah, no, that would have been cool. But I think they kind of want A-Specs to be more universal these days. So I think that's the reason why they decided to not... We don't need Trick Coin back. That's the card I was thinking about. Thank you. 5, 6. Okay. Let's bench Budew just in case. We did attachment for turn. Let's Mirage Gate to accelerate the Metal and Grass. Shuffle. That card was bullshit in standard. It's still bullshit in expanded sometimes. People don't run it anymore, but if you ask people the same question. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid, actually. I'm really stupid. Shit. Fuck. Let's attach the grass here then from the Mirage Gate, but where do we attach the metal? Like here, I guess? I did retreat for turn, so I have to burn both Prime Catcher and Escape Rope if I want to attack with this Raikou this turn. Oopsie. Let's rip the Trainer's Mail. Okay. That's exactly the card I was looking for. Thank you, game. Thunder Mountain Prism Star, baby. Hell yeah. Thunder Mountain Prism Star is bailing me out once again. There we go. We put that in play. Raikou can just swing for grass and metal. Grabbing 2 juicy prize cards. How does Sarah have a good matchup into Drago? That's my question. What's Sarah? Oh, Sarah Ledge. Because Sarah Ledge can one-shot Drago. Sarah Ledge can one-shot Drago usually turn 1 going second. That's a pretty good matchup. They can just chase 1-hit KOs. And their board's not really weak to Timeless GX plus Phantom Dive. So let's assume that they bump the stadium and KO the Raikou. They go to 3 prizes. Right. And we push Budew and draw. I said it's a good matchup. I didn't say it was a great matchup. It's like a 60-40 or something like that. I don't know the exact merits. Let's Nest Ball for the Pika. Here we go. And let's rip the PokéStop. Ordinary Rod, PokéStop. Nice. Mirage Gate found. Oh, Mirage Gate only grass. Wait. Keep Mirage Gate in hand for now. I forgot I needed to use the Ordinary Rod first. Let's do those. And then also the Raikou, I guess. Then Mirage Gate. Attaching these here. Use Tapu Koko Prism Star's ability to attach 2 lightnings wherever I want. On the bench, here and here. Still have attachments for turn, by the way. I do need to shuffle this. I haven't found a Raikou to attach to, unfortunately, so... how much recovery do I have left? I have here Ordinary Rod, Ordinary Rods. I think Super Rod's still in deck. No, Super Rod's also there. Okay. Guess we're attaching to Squawk then. Not that it matters, because we can just... not even retreat, but like... Prime Catcher for game. Yeah. This deck breaks my brain sometimes, not gonna lie. You feel like there's a whole lot of Pokemon that can hit 280 relatively easily? No, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised that there's not a lot of them. I mean, Lily's Clefairy is one, on specifically Regidrago. But there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. You've seen Futuro Moonless, and you feel like it would still have kind of free matchup into Drago. I think there's been a few Turbo Dark lists, yeah, that were top 64. I think there were a few Turbo Dark lists. I don't know why Turbo Dark's not doing better. I think it's mostly because they don't have a special energy, like they don't have a special way to scale their energy specifically. They just need stuff in the discard and hit double Dark Patch plus attach, or like Dark Patch plus Galarian Moltres V attachment plus attach, and an E-switch. Didn't know how Drago would beat Turbo Moon lists. Honestly, I think they beat Turbo Moon lists by using Timeless GX into a gross ass. Like if you grab a knockout with Roaring Moon, if you grab a knockout with the Roaring Moon Frenzy Gouging, what they're probably gonna do is like gust up another Moon, Timeless GX, and then Phantom Dive the turn after to KO both your Moons and get some spread damage on the other. To draw 4 prizes immediately responding from your 2 prize get, and then it's gonna be really hard to get back from that. Mew and Protection Cube. Oh yeah, Protection Cube is a thing. They have other tools up their sleeve. They have like the Northern GX Dominating Echo. Honestly, I don't know, indeed. I feel like the Turbo Moon matchup against other decks is just horrendous, though. I feel like that's the main thing. Or am I wrong about that? I'm not too well versed in Turbo Moon to honestly be very confident in that. Well, yeah, obviously. I feel like the other decks that are doing well into Regidrago at the moment have better matchups into the other meta archetypes. I think that's why Turbo Moon sees no play. Because they're just like, okay, yeah, if I want a good matchup into Regidrago, I'll just run Iron Thorns, because it also has a solid matchup into Lugia. Moonheart loses to Lugia and Thorns. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the reason why you don't see very much Moon. Okay, let's flip again. We get Tail, so we're doing another game where we go first. 3, 2, 2. Alright, do we have a basic? We don't have a basic. Dude, I hate how many opening hands without basics there are here. You still see zero reason why I wouldn't still shit on Drago like in standard. Yeah, and I would just say it, I think it does shit on Drago, but I don't think it shits on the other decks hard enough that it would be a viable option to run in expanded tournaments. Like, it has an okay matchup into Shadow Rider, I guess, but you still, like I said, you hard lose to Lugia and Iron Thorns. That's like the whole problem here. Also, a lot more decks are running Silent Lab to try and counter Thorns, and I feel like Silent Lab also counters the Turbo Moon list a lot. Like, unless we're out here playing Wally and Wally Drago, yeah. Yeah, no, but people play Wally and Drago, for sure. People play Wally and Drago, sometimes. I did say going first, right? Let's check if we got a better opening hand now. Or at least a working one. Yeah, we do. We got Fan Rotom. Nice. Also got 3 energies and a Mirage Gate in my... This hand is so bad, bro. Like, I really hope the PokéStop bills me. Otherwise, this hand is just fucking bricked up. Okay, so turn 1 going first. Draw. Okay, there's a Trainer's Mail. That's a good card to find. Let's play Trainer's Mail first. I'll take the Colress. Yeah, I'll take the Colress. I'll also use Fan Call so we can check the prizes. Why is there always several energy prizes? I swear to God. Ugh. Take the Colress to find 3 Trumbeaks. 1, 2, 3. I have to shuffle because I don't have other search in my hands. I keep forgetting that if I shuffle with my elbows on the table, then the camera shakes. But if I don't, then it doesn't. I think that's better for you guys. I feel like with the expandable we can overcome item lock, get our follow-up attacks. The item locking, they aren't dealing with my active moon. Yeah. I can see what you're putting up when you're putting down. I can pick up what you're putting down, but like if they item lock you, you can't do anything until they don't item lock you anymore. like your Dark Patch is locked, your Acro Bikes are locked, your compressors are locked, your Quick Balls or Battle VIP passes are locked, you're just cooked. Yeah, run the 3 Trumbeaks. Get 3 cards in Lost Zone. We are turn 1 going first, so we can't play the Colress. So let's PokéStop. We get Compressor, PokéStop, Lightning. Okay. Compressor is not bad. Let's play Compressor. Discard Black Markets. Unsure about Life Forests. Because I'd rather discard Huge Factory, yeah. Go. You can just spam gouging with Protection Cube though. Well, I mean, you still need 3 energy on the moon. I don't think they're gonna give you more. I don't think they're gonna give you more than 2 turns. I'm just saying. And I want to see how under item lock you can get 3 energy on a Roaring Moon with 2 turns. You have to deal with it eventually, and you can just build a new moon. Yeah, I feel like Moon is just too susceptible to item lock, like you said. Like of course you can't item lock for like 3 turns, because then at that point surely they have an attack ready, but I think every expanded player knows this as well, so I don't think it helps your case at all. 6. What's priced? Grass and Metal. I think I'll chill for now then. Hope they don't have a donk. Let's say they don't have a donk. I draw Dene, okay. Oh, I should have attached for turn actually. That's something I definitely should have done. This is attachment from turn from previous turn. Let's play Colress. It's weak to lock, but unless they go second and have Wally Drago, I just like win. You have to remind yourself that that like every deck plays Budew, almost every deck. Okay, we're definitely putting Life Forest in Lost Zone. What's the other card we're putting in Lost Zone? Trumbeak probably. We get the other cards. We don't shuffle them back, bro. Yep. So we Nest Ball for the... Do I have Gust in hands? No, so if we don't have Gust in hand, I'm gonna go for the Pika. There we go. You weren't seeing many Budew? Oh, surprising. I guess that's a recent adaptation then, or they dropped off on it already. Interesting. Shuffle. Why am I shuffling, by the way? I'm literally gonna play Mirage Gates. But there's only Lightning Energy in my deck, that's the thing. That's the whole problem here. It's not like I can find Thunder Mountain or something to help me with this. Unfortunately. There goes Mirage Gates. I'll bench the Budew. I'll manually attach Metal. No, I'll manually attach Grass. I have another Mirage Gates. I don't think I want to pop that though. Let's see if I hit something off the PokéStop. It's a little bit greedy, but we'll see. Clay gets discarded, Guzma gets discarded, and Fan Rotom gets discarded. Okay, cool. Whatever, man. Never mind, you just didn't see it. Every list is Budew. Yeah, I was about to say, every list is Budew. So tell me, Penelope. Let's do. Discarding these cards. Because it's really easy to fit Budew, because it's just 1 card slot in your deck, or 2. 3, 4, 5. 6. There's a compressor that I can consider. That's Nest Ball. Into Raikou. There's only one Mirage Gate in my deck still, unfortunately, so I need to keep that in mind. Compressor. Compressor. Do I want to find Squawk this turn still, maybe? Potentially. This is the second turn already, right? Yeah, this is the second turn, so I can play the Thunder Mountain. So if I'm gonna Compressor, PokéStop, play, and Escape Rope? Yeah, Escape Rope. Trying to hit something good off this Trainer's Mail. I kind of forgot Budew existed. That's crazy. Forgetting Budew existed is so nuts. Budew is so strong. Play our Thunder Mountain to override our PokéStop. We bench Tapu Koko. I don't have space here anymore, unfortunately. I'll rip the Tapu Koko to touch Lightning here. I'll play Trainers Mail. There's the last Mirage Gate. That's kind of big. Actually, it's not super big right now. Quick Ball is. Is Quick Ball with only one card left in my hands? Yeah. Kind of have to go for it. Let's Quick Ball away my rods. Because I need to find more draw. Squawk. To be fair, you can still build your moon if they have to Budew. Yeah, but moon takes 20 from Budew though. If you take 2 hits from Budew as a moon, you can't really French and gouging anymore, because if you do, you knock yourself out. If you don't have Protection Cube. Like, there's a lot of things that shut off tools as well, so it's not like Protection Cube is your end-all be-all, you know? There's a Field Blower, Faba, Jamming Tower, Lost Vacuum. Since you have 2 manual attach and Sada to play with. Blood forgets Protection Cube exists. I don't forget Protection Cube exists. I'm just saying that tools are not end all be all because there's so many counters to tools, like Tool Jammer, for example. Tool Jammer exists. Okay. What the fuck is the rest of this hand? There's no recovery here. Did I play a supporter for turn yet? I don't think I have. It's Compressor. Compressor, the Nest Ball. In the Trainer's Mail. And that's it. There's 5 cards in deck. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get a cute attack this turn, unfortunately. Do I save the Mirage Gate for when it's better? Hold on. There's only Lightning in here. I think I do save the Mirage Gates for later. I do have VS Seeker. Could potentially do something. What are my supporters? Clay, I don't want to play that. Guzma. Colress. Have I not found Roxanne yet? I feel like I found Roxanne already as well. Apparently not. Roxanne still in deck or is it in my hand? It's in my hand, okay. I'll just Assault Landing for 70. That's definitely not grabbing anything. Let's say they KO Fan Rotom and Budew because they're ready Drago or something. Or as in like they have 4 prize cards left now. Right. Okay, have to push Pika here. And draw for turn. Can't really do anything right now other than bench this Pika. Oh, I need to cover him. I guess I can Quick Ball my Quick Ball. Those cards are not really useful anymore. I guess you can get me Guzma. Not really useful, so let's just pass. Let's say they boss up a Squawk and KO it for 2 more. I'll push Pika again and draw. Now I can Roxanne. Oh, that's my whole deck. I thought I had 7 cards in deck. That's unfortunate. A little awkward. Let's play Super Rod. To shuffle back that, and you. Yeah. That's my deck now. Think. Then we attach here. Mirage Gate, the grass and metal here, grass to here. Swing with Topaz Bolt. I don't think we're gonna get there, but I'm still gonna try. Topaz Bolt for 2. Ah, dang, Ordinary Rod Stone prizes. Sucks. Let's say they knock this to like 180, 190 range. I draw for turn. Rhinecatcher. Then I to the active. Yeah. No, my win con there was to get Ordinary Rod off the prizes, but I didn't get it, so it doesn't matter what I'm gonna do now. Let's be real. I think I'm gonna do 1 more game and then I'm gonna call it a day because it's getting a little warm here. I'm gonna be real. Make sure you hydrate properly as well, chat. Starter stream was not that warm, but it's getting warmer for sure. Let's roll the dice. It's odd, so that means we're going first again. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Why is my subtitles were saying she'll fall rather than shuffle? Yeah, see, now it's saying it correctly. There we go. I do love my subtitles, but sometimes they say some sus shit. Some very suspicious shite. Yeah, see, they can translate that. Or not translate, transcribe, I guess. Even if I'm mumbling. Okay, we open Pika. This hand is very weird, especially going first. Yeah, these sleeves have known better days, that's for certain. There we go. Flip, draw. Oh my god. 2 Mirage Gate, 2 Trumbeak, a Clay, and 2 Prism Star cards. I guess I'll play the Heat Factory. I can't play Clay, but I can play the 2 Trumbeaks, Mountain Pass, to put them in the Lost Zone. That's about it. I have to pass. So do we assume that they swing, if they're Regidrago, that they swing for this much? They probably do. Get another Clay. Guess I'm playing it. And don't have any other choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I grabbed exactly 7. So we discard the Metal Energy, we discard Fan Rotom, Budew, PokéStop, Tapu Koko goes to the Lost Zone. I just keep the 2 Quick Balls and that's it. That's a horrendous Clay. Holy shit. Holy shitteronies. Let's quick ball the Lusamine in my hand and get 4. So now we can open prizes. I think I saw a Squawk in the prizes already. There's 2 Trainers Mail out of 3. There's Thunder Mountain as well. Oh, no, never mind. All my Trainers Mails are in there. Okay, so I'm quick balling for the Dedenne, I think. Am I quick balling for the Dedenne? I have 2 Mirage Gates in hand, man. Fan Rotom doesn't do anything either. Do I just get my other Pika or a Raikou? I think I just get my Raikou, right? Because I have two quick balls. I'm gonna play both. Let me just think what I want to discard with the other one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna Dedenne anyway. So let's get Raikou and Dedenne. Where was Dedenne? I thought I saw you somewhere at the end of the deck. Dedenne, where are you? Where is the Dedenne? Did I just miss it? There it is. Okay. Ooh. This Lost Zone deck is really hard to pilot, but I do feel the potential this has, for sure. I do feel the potential this has. Oh yeah, one of the sleeves has definitely broken already, unfortunately. So we bench Raikou, then we bench Dedenne. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. 6. PokéStop is a big one, just because that means that my Heat Factory gets Lost Zone. We have an attachment for turn on Raikou. I don't think I want the Super Rod. I'll bench the Wo-Chien, I guess. I probably should have PokéStopped first to see what I get. Okay, Life Force goes to there. Escape Rope goes to hand. Lightning goes to discard. I could technically Super Rods, but I'm a greedy little bitch. I'm not gonna Super Rod. I'll just pass and let my opponent take 2 prizes, I guess. That means I wanted to grab my die here. Yeah. Do I push Raikou at this point? Maybe? Not that likely that I actually hit something, but I think at this point I do need to hit something because my opening hand and pricing is just so bad. Draw for turn, VS Seeker. The weekend VS Seeker for Clay is definitely an option. Let's go for that. Where's the Clay? Here it is. VS Seeker for Clay, play the Clay, discard Guzma, Trumbeak, Colress, Grass, Black Market. That's the first item I'm seeing, and Lost Vacuum. Holy shit, these Clays are terrible. At least I'm at 7 in Lost Zone right now, though. But all these other cards can discard it. Broski. And that's the thing, I don't even have Mirage Gate in my hand because I had discard 2 earlier. I think I just have to Ultra Fin right now, right? So we quick ball away my Lost Vacuum to fin a basic out of here. Let's say the other Pika EX. There we go. I have to Ultra Fin here to find one of my 2 remaining Mirage Gates. And the thing is, all 3 of my Trainers Mails are priced, so it's not like I can actually get that going for me. Unfortunately. There we go. I haven't attached return yet either, but I want to rip that PokéStop first. Roxanne, Mirage Gate, Ordinary Rod. Okay, those are huge finds actually. Because I can Ordinary Rod the Metal and the Lightning, and then also the Pika and the Budew. And then I can Mirage Gate the Grass and Lightning to here. Shuffle these back. There we go. Alright, then we play Prime Catcher to boss up something juicy. Doesn't really matter which of these two I push because I just want to attach retreats. And then I'll Amazing Shot for 2 prizes. Okay. I get a Trainers Mail from the prizes. And then I think that's a Grass Energy. Yeah, okay. Not the worst ones. Okay, let's assume this gets knocked out. It probably is, because we're in expanded. So that means all my Lightning is now in this card, but that's okay. We have Super Rod. There's still one more. There's still one more Mirage Gate in my deck. Draw for turn. I draw Metal. That really sucks. That means I have to attach this Metal to the Pika. And then I have to PokéStop. Nest Ball, Fan Rotom. Oh! I actually hit the Mirage Gate. That's so juicy. I don't think Nest Ball hits anything other than the other Pika, so might as well rip it now. Oh, I can also hit Budew. Do I have Gust in hand? I have Escape Rope, which is like pseudo Gust, so I will grab the Budew with Nest Ball. I will grab the Budew with Nest Ball. Go. Why did I shuffle, by the way? Oh, I need to. Yeah, I kind of needed to. We Super Rod back some energies. Thunder Mountain is also priced, so I think I'm just shuffling back 3 Lightning. I think there's still a Grass in deck. Yeah, there's still a Grass in deck. And then we Mirage Gate for 1 Lightning and 1 Grass. Go. Shuffle the deck. Man, this is intense. This is like turn 3 or something, right? Yeah, this is turn 3. Or actually, no, this is turn... Yeah, this is turn 3, but going first. Or is it turn 4? No, it's turn 4. Going first. Attach here for turn. Let's play the Trainers Mail. Whoops, not allowed to see that card. I have to get Battle Compressor. Do I want to play the Battle Compressor though? I think I will. Increase my odds of drawing good shit. Let's burn the PokéStop and the 2 compressors. Actually, no, let's not burn the 2 compressors. Let's burn Quick Ball as well. And a Nest Ball. Actually, Trumbeak. Yeah, Nest Ball still hits Pika technically, which is a fin. Trumbeak doesn't fin me anything or whatever if I find it. Okay, shuffle. I'm down 1 Ordinary Rod, 1 Super Rod, I think. Let me just check. 1 Super Rod, 1 Ordinary Rod. Yeah, that's there's still an Ordinary Rod in deck. Let's play Escape Rope to retreat to Budew, and that, I'm assuming I'm getting a 2 prize knockout from this. There we go. I get Trainers Mail and Thunder Mountain, and these get discarded. Go. I do need to hit my Ordinary Rod next turn, man. So let's assume they knock out the Pika, going to 1 prize cards. Actually, that means I technically don't need to hit my Ordinary Rod. I just need to hit one of my Lightnings, because I can just attack with Wo-Chien. Draw for turn. I hit the Ordinary Rod anyway, because I'm the GOAT. But I have to Trainers Mail first for VS Seeker. Because I have the VS Seeker for Guzma. Where was Guzma? I know I discarded it earlier. Yeah. Go grab Guzma. Actually not guaranteed yet. I have to spin the stop actually. I have to shuffle my deck. Hold on. That Battle Compressor was from the Trainers Mail on top still. Okay. Get the 2 Nest Balls. Not the Pika. Play Nest Ball. It doesn't really show me anything. Nope. Same goes for this Nest Ball. Oh, that sucks. That means I can't reach this energy this turn. That means I can't reach the energy this turn. That means I lose, I think. I still like Guzma up a liability. Get into Wo-Chien. And I still want to Ordinary Rods. A Metal and a Grass in the deck so that I have higher odds of drawing an energy. It becomes 4 out of 6 now rather than 2 out of 6. Pass. Let's pray they don't have anything. I draw the Compressor. Of all things, I draw the Compressor. That's useless. Because if I play the Compressor, still like Compressor my Compressor, but then can't reach any of my other energies. I'll just have to pray that they don't have anything again, and then draw an energy to attack for game, but that's never gonna happen. I was so unlucky, man. So unlucky. It is what it is, man. There's no way I actually top deck that Compressor, man. That's a 1 in 3. I do like this list a lot, though, not gonna lie. I feel like you could definitely probably tweak it to be more optimal. Certainly there's better Prism Star cards that you can run that might have an effect. Tapu Koko feels like a really good card in this deck, specifically. I just wish there were more cards like Tapu Koko, Prism Star, that were like Prism Star cards, but weren't like liabilities for you. They're just easily discarded for the Blossom requirements. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go see if I can find someone to raid. If anyone else has questions about the deck, feel free to ask. The deck list is in the YouTube stream description. In case you're curious. I'm gonna move over to PC. I mean, I could see my PC from, of course. I was sitting, but I wasn't actually sitting at the PC. You can probably hear me a lot better now. Like this. Alright, let's see. Let's close the music. Damn, holy shit, my laptop is so fucking warm. Now let's see who we want to raid. And for anyone watching on YouTube, thanks everyone so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. But YouTube does not have a thing called rating. Unfortunately. So let me do this so that you guys can actually copy the raid message. Why is Twitch not loading? It's loading really, really slowly. Let's go right into do. Like the only streamer live that I know at the moment. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Sunday where I have something else cooked up. But until then, see you later and bye guys. You can see my fingies right here.